This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and we are back with more helpful Starbound tips. First thing we're going to talk about is food. There are a few food options. Well, there's a lot of food options, and there's some that are good for specific things. The ones that I have here and the ones that I'm about to show you are really good to keep and to eat if you're just looking for food to keep you alive. That's going to give you a little bit of a buff or a little bit of a bonus to it. And that is wheat, rice, coconuts, and mushrooms. And now, why are these things so good? Because they never spoil. So let's go through. We're going to harvest all the wheat. Now, the one downside to the wheat is you have to replant it. But that's fine. If you don't mind replanting it, then do the wheat. So the wheat and the mushrooms will go together, and the coconuts and the rice will go together. Good thing about the rice is you don't have to replant it, and you get that secondary plant fiber off of it as well. However, coconuts are trees, but you're going to have to replant the coconut trees. But you also get the wood from harvesting them. So we're just going to go through and harvest these. And I don't know why I'm not using the fish axe. So we'll knock those down with the fish axe, run through, harvest them. You can see that I got one sapling back for each. So the coconuts only give you one sapling. So you'll have to go out there and find your saplings. But we got 12 coconuts from those 4 trees, which was really good. Now you're going to need, and I went through most of the stuff. I may have missed something, but I don't think I did. I know for a fact that the chic cooking table, this is the cooking table that is in the outpost. So everybody has access to this as soon as you have access to the outpost. And then your kitchen counter, which you can actually craft, is the other one that can make this stuff. So I have it set here. So ingredients, it only showing what I have available. We're going to make the coconut drink. So we will prepare one of those. And then if we hop on over here to the, I don't even know, what is this, the salads and stuff, you can see that we can make the coconut rice. That's going to be 1 coconut drink and 1 rice. So we can prepare that. Now, what's awesome is if you notice, we come over here and we exit out real quick, is that the rice doesn't have a spoil timer, the wheat doesn't have a spoil timer, nor do the mushrooms, as well as the coconuts do not have a spoil timer. So you can just throw this stuff any old place that you want to until you need to make a little bit of food, and you don't have to worry about having a refrigerator or keeping a bunch of food in the refrigerator. Or you can use your refrigerator for your completed food, your coconut rice or your mushroom bread, which is the next thing I'm going to show you here. So the other thing that you can make is the mushroom bread. That's going to take 5 mushrooms and 1 wheat. So we'll prepare one of those as well. Now the mushrooms are only going to give you back 1 sapling as well. So that's something to keep in mind. You're going to have to harvest a bunch of those, but you can see that we got 36 mushrooms off of that one harvest. So that's a ton of mushrooms. So these are very lucrative fruit items in the sense of, being able to keep you fed. And the other cool thing, and both of these give you the same buff, so I'm only going to eat the one, is you get this health bonus buff, which is super handy to early game, especially to give you a little kick in the butt as far as health boost goes, make you a little more durable when you're out there in combat. So these are definitely really, really good items to keep in mind as far as food goes. Keep your eye out for coconut trees. You can find these on the ocean planets, and the mushrooms, you can find those in mushroom biomes. And of course, wheat and rice you can find everywhere. They are really great because they do not spoil. Next up, I have a little tip for avoiding fall damage. We're going to go on all the way up here. I have a platform built. If I hit the right button, if you find a sword, and you can find a level 1 sword, you can find these anywhere you want on level 1. They do spawn. I double checked the code. So level 1 sword with super spin slash to it. That is the one that gives you the flight, well, kind of flight, raises you up in the air like so. Now I'm going to go out of admin mode for this, and I want to show you, you can actually prevent fall damage with this. Now it's a little tricky, I'm not going to lie, but with a little bit of practice, it's kind of easy to get the hang of. So if we fall and then immediately kick in, And then you can see I only took 1 damage there. And if you time it just right, you can actually end up taking no damage. You're usually not going to run into places where you're going to be jumping off from this high. So, and you need to keep in mind your energy as well. And a lot of the thing that you want to try to time is that initial drop. So you need that downward momentum. That is what continues to pull you down and fights against the rising slashes upward momentum. So you get that little bit of fall speed going downwards, and then you can fall, and well, I took damage there, but you get the general idea of how that works. Let's get our health refill. I'll show you one more time. I can show you from this spot here as well. This was a mountainside, so this is probably about the size like of something you would jump off of. So if you jump and you get that little bit of downward momentum, you can see that it does indeed keep you from taking fall damage. As I'm sure many people know, you can also use the double jump or multi-jump to break your fall damage as well. A little thing that I'm sure some people may not know is you can also use fist weapons in conjunction with this to give you extra stopping force just in case you're falling a long distance and you misjudge. So a little trick would be to hit your X key on your keyboard and equip a fist weapon here. You only really need 1 anywhere on your hotbar, on your extra hotbar. I don't know about you, but I never really used my extra hotbar for anything, so be a good place to store it. If you're going to take a long jump, swap over to it. Take your jump or fall, and then you can actually use it to, as you saw, it actually stopped the same as a jump did. So I'll show you that one more time. So if we jump off of here and we hit our jump and we hit our fist weapon, you can see that I took no damage. Now I'll just do it with just the fist weapon to show you. Hopefully I can time this right. So you fall, fist weapon, and there you go. Nice soft landing. But it's all about timing. You can also do this if you jump in the air. You can see that the fist weapon will stop you, and if you manage to grab 2 of them, you can actually hold yourself in the air for a few seconds because you get a hold per each fist. So let's jump time forward here just a little bit. Okay, if we jump down and it's all about that timing, but you get the idea. You can use the fist weapon in conjunction with your jumps to soften your fall and take little to no fall damage. One other little tip about fist weapons that many people may not know is that you can actually alternate between the special abilities. You don't have to have the same fist weapon equipped. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't use fist weapons because they're kind of meh, but this is just kind of a cool little thing I thought I would point out. You can see that this one is snaproot and this one is the dash slash. So depending on which one of these buttons I click first and activate first, the alternate is going to be the one that fires off its finishing move. So if I click this one first, this one's the one that's going to finish off or use its finishing move. And if I click this one first, this one's the one that's going to use its finishing move. So I can demonstrate that here. See, we had our punch and now the other punch. And you can alternate those whenever you want just by whatever button you're clicking first. So our dash and our extended punch. So that's just a little neat feature just in case you decide you want to do something crazy like, a fist only challenge. Next up, this is just a little quick tip here and something that many people might not really think about when it comes to these pools. You'll find pools like this of like slime water or swamp water or lava, all kinds of random stuff on all different planets. And as long as it's not an ocean planet, because ocean planets don't drain, all of these can drain. All you have to do is look down here where my cursor is. I'm just going to remove this back block. That's it. Just remove it and all of that will drain out, and the more you remove, the faster it drains, and you can empty pools so you don't have to worry about falling in them or whatever. I know that's a kind of a basic tip, but I feel like that's something that people might not think about. Heck, I don't even usually think about it that often. Okay, on to the next tip, and this is one that a lot of people may not know, and I didn't know until just recently. Signs actually connect. So you can see we have a sign there, and I'm going to place this sign here, and I made these so that they line up, and you can see that after a second that line in between them disappears and they actually connect. So you can make signs much bigger than the little size that they print out. You just gotta figure out how to line it up. And I did this just by shifting the image down in the sign maker until there was like one little pixel each left at the very bottom, and then I drew off of those pixels. When you're choosing your crew, try to get an engineer. I have my engineer, it's this guy right here. The more the better, because they give you a stacking buff on your ship, which decreases the fuel cost for things. So I'm going to zoom all the way out on the map here. I'm going to go show my ship location. You can see where we're at right here. We're going to zoom out. I'm going to actually change this to +9, and I'm going to change this to -1. So we're really far away from where we were. Actually, you know what? Let's just change this with a bunch of 9s. Make sure we're super far away. This is insanely far away from where we were, right? So if I click it and I click here, you can see that it's not going to cost me any fuel at all to travel there. Now, just to show you, we'll go out of admin mode. Okay, I'm not in admin mode. We're gonna go back, we're gonna zoom out, zoom back in, click the planet. It's not going to cost me any fuel to fly there. I've been playing this game for so long, and my engineer has been working on this ship so many times that it has allowed me to fly anywhere for free. So fill your fuel up, get you 2 engineers, wait patiently, play the game, and eventually it won't cost you anything to fly around the universe. So make sure you get engineers. So this next tip actually blew my mind when I found out about it, and it's freaking crazy, and I found out by accident. You see this little guy right here? This is your ship pet. Everybody has a ship pet. They drive everybody crazy. They sit in front of your chair. You can't click your chair. They sit in front of your chest. They're just everywhere. I want to show you a neat little trick. Next time your ship pet's in your way, grab a chunk of food, whatever food you want, and throw it. Look at that. Look at him run to it and eat it. That's right. You can move your ship pet with food. Look at him. He loves it. Let's see if we can get him to eat some more. There he goes. Look at him go for it. Sometimes he gets a little glitchy. Oh, I stole it from him that time. But most of the time, it works. You throw the food near him, and he will chase after it, and he will eat it. And that is a great way you can move your pet, capture your pet, keep him out of your way, and all of that good stuff. Another tip is that you can grow anything on your ship as long as you have room for it. You can see here that I had to grow the tree here because this is the biggest compartment that I have on this ship. And if you come over here, you can see that I have a garden and some cactuses as well. So you can grow anything on your ship as long as you have the room to grow it. Now that actually leads into the next tip, which you can actually speed up the growth of stuff since it's based on days, by making sure that you've parked your ship over top of a planet with a low night day count. So you can do that by looking at it right here. You can see that this one has 12 souls. This is the one that we are over top, and this one over here is 15. Your ship shares the same time as whatever planet you're hovered over, and I can actually demonstrate that if we go down here. And now if I go into debug mode, you can see that it shows the time right here. So it's first thing in the morning. When this resets to 000, I mean, it moves so fast you never see it, but when it resets to 0, that's the daytime. So if we jump time ahead just a little bit, and now it's nighttime, you can see that our time is 7:40 and counting. And if we jump up to the ship, it's going to be like 45, 46, something like that. So now you can see that it jumped up. It's 50 some, just a little bit because it's still counting up. But here is the real trick to show you that time varies from different planet to planet. We're going to go to this planet, and I want you to keep an eye on this time and watch it. Not now. It does this. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Okay, now we're back to normal time. Watch this time. As soon as you start to take off, and it starts to load the other planet, this time will jump. And there it goes. You can see that the time completely reset to a whole new time. Now, if we go down to this other planet, this time will coincide with the time here. It's going to be a little bit off because it still counts even though you're beaming from the ship to the planet, but they'll be relatively similar. So what are we at? We're at 5. So we'll probably be at 6 when we get down here. It'll probably be 06 something. Yeah, 06. So your ship shares the time with whatever planet you're over top of. So if you want to increase your crop growth times, you know, if you're already on a 12 souls planet, I'm pretty sure 12 is the lowest you can go. So if you're already on a 12 planet, it really doesn't, it's not going to really affect you that much. But if you want to build your home on a larger planet, you find a planet that you like, but your time isn't ideal, you can put your teleporter there or your flag or whatever so you can get back and forth easily, and you can leave your ship parked over top of a planet with a lower day and night cycle. So I hope you all found these tips helpful. Before we go, I want to give a quick shout out to my Firestarter crew. Thanks for hitting that notification bell and being the first to comment. Also to my Patreon supporters, thank you so much for all your awesome support. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy and you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.